Hey, how we doing? Gamer Girl Lily back with another episode of My Epileptic Life. I thought I'd provide an update for you guys. It's been a while. Out in California now. Very recently, just within the last week, had a very serious Status Epilepticus episode that I'd like to discuss with you. Before we continue, how many of you had Status Epilepticus before? And what did it feel like for you? How did your recovery process go? Let us know down in the comments. So on December 11th, last week, I was asleep. I kind of felt a big headache coming on, and so I woke up, took some water, thought maybe, just a little bit tired, just a little dehydrated, thought nothing of it. Next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. And not a hospital I recognize. I had 8 seizures, 8 convulsive seizures without recovery in between 4 a.m. and 1 p.m. on December 11th, 2024. I was then sent from Enloe Medical Center in Chico, California, to UCSF Parnassus Hospital in San Francisco for an EEG test starting early on December 12th, lasting into the evening of December 13th. Nothing was found, most unfortunately, during the EEG. However, the cause of the status epilepticus was what was more important, at least to me, because I know my seizure history. I have a history of generalized tonic-clonic type seizures. I have focal seizures in the temporal lobe, sometimes my frontal lobe, with other exceptions. And I also suffer from PNES, which is more of a trauma-related type seizure event, but it's a whole lot more complicated than that. The other diagnoses that were found during the various tests done at the local hospital here in Chico were, I was found to have a partially collapsed lung. I had sepsis with encephalopathy and a kidney injury as well. Why all of those things seem to be happening at the same time, I have no idea. I'm not diabetic. To my knowledge, I did not have anything like meningitis or COVID or some other viral type thing. Didn't have any bacterial infection. So the cause of this particular round of status epilepticus is a complete mystery, which is very frustrating. I've had seizure clusters before, and they have not been anywhere near this bad. This was only the second time that I'd ever bitten my tongue, as you can see here. It has healed a little bit in the past 3 to 4 days. Still really difficult and uncomfortable to eat and to talk. It's just, and it's the psychological aspect now too that's really frustrating. I'm not used to being completely unconscious after seizures. As a matter of fact, it was my fiance Nika who had to call for EMS and had to explain everything to them. And we've been together almost 18 months, so she's used to the seizures by now, but they're still really scary for her. And it's still super scary, even 12, 13 years on from my very first seizure in 2012, to wake up in a hospital when your last memory is being at your, like the place where you live. It's very, very scary, and, this is the kind of thing I wouldn't wish on anybody. The recovery process has been very slow. I've had a lot of headaches. I've been doing my best to try and sleep, but living in a homeless shelter with all the noise going on during the day, it's just so incredibly difficult to try and recover. It's going to be a long process. I'm hoping to have a follow-up appointment with my primary care doctor here soon. At the very latest, I see her again on January 8th, so we can discuss it then. I am hoping that this will be the last round of status ever, but I also realize that, with epilepsy, you can't just expect it to go away. I've not had a longer streak seizure-free than a month or two in the last, 6-7 years, something like that. So it's been quite the adventure. I am just thankful to be alive. I'm thankful that I have people around me who care about me, who are willing to help in whatever way I need them to help. And I'm thankful that I can share this experience with you guys. If there's any questions that you might have for me regarding my various seizure types, or if, what my auras feel like, or if there's anything that you need to get off your chest about your epilepsy, or anything that you've experienced similar to this, feel free to leave it down below in the comments. Everybody's epilepsy experience is unique, and I think that's one of the very interesting things about it. It's unique, but it's scary, and nobody wishes they have epilepsy. They can only hope that the treatments they receive can help them get better and become seizure-free. And for me, that's still the goal. How I go about it is to be determined. However, whatever does decide to come up in the future with regards to treatment, you guys will know. I will make videos for those. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see you later. Have a great one. Take care.